My research topic is about mindfulness. This topic is important to me because it has taught me how to listen, speak, and be in the present moment. Before I started this practice, I would consistently feel rushed to speak. During a conversation, my mind was always at more than one place. Certain things would trigger other thoughts in my own brain, which would then make me cut people off mid-sentence, even about things that were not related at all to what they were talking about. Afterwards, I would overthink the whole conversation, reflecting back on what I could have done differently, so that I would have actually understood and remembered what they were telling me. It wasn't until about a year ago when I came to the conclusion that I have to focus on one thing at a time, literally for everything. So I decided to practice this exercise on people who surrounded me and noticed the shift in the conversation that I was having with my peers. As I continued this practice, I felt like I wasn't being rushed to speak and got my point across clearly. This practice has also helped me see the difference in who really wanted to hear what I had to say versus someone who just wanted to hear themselves talk. I have learned how to sit back and listen to the people that want to be heard. My listening skills weren't always so ethical, though. I used to daydream when someone was talking to me, and as they were talking, I'd put together the words that I caught and made up the rest. But even before they could finish, I'd cut them off and go on about something irrelevant that I thought they were talking about. As for my speaking skills, it felt like I was talking off impulse. I also would not add any context to what I was saying, so the person I was speaking to was always lost. They would attempt to ask questions to understand what I was saying, but I would take offense and choose not to elaborate any further. This dilemma has limited me to expressing my true thoughts because I felt like people were judging me, but really they were just trying to understand me. Due to my insecurity, I found myself pushing people away. Now I don't rush anything, nor do I judge my own thoughts. Many can relate that when they have a negative thought, they tend to erase that idea instead of accepting their opinion and trying to understand the background of their thought. Patience has changed my world. I don't try to rush time because there's no need to stress. I have noticed how things fall into place when I am not stressing over the situation. When I take my time to plan things, or if I don't have a plan at all, I don't stress the situation because I know everything will happen for a reason. Over time, I have overcome many obstacles, and one of the hardest obstacles I faced was pointing out the wrongs I was committing. I am still faced with this challenge at times, but now I understand it as improving myself for the better. Once you notice how toxic it is when you know that you are in the wrong and won't admit it, you are then allowing yourself to open up and acknowledge your wrongdoings, which allows you to grow and accept yourself instead of ignoring your feelings. Patience has also changed my perception on life and has brought out my inner peace. Everything I ever dreamt of is being handed to me because I have the patience to wait for it to come.